Vinyl pickups number 5. I appreciate I said it was number 5 in the last pickups video, which was for Mastodon Emperor of Sound, but I'm clearly a colossal bellend. That was number 4, this is 100% number 5. How do I know? Because I looked it up. It's only 5, I can count to 5. Look, 7, 10, 9. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I think this is a hand puppet. We're losing track. Yes, record pickups number 5. Ayreon, yes. Ian Lucason's Ayreon Universe, which is the best of Ayreon live. Man, this is fantastic. I managed to get a signed copy. I pre-ordered this a while back. This was available on black, which I have, and it was available in a lovely gold as well, but unfortunately you had to be really quick on the finger to get the gold. But I'm happy with the black copy I got. I've received this early. I received this on the 26th. It's actually due out tomorrow, which is the 30th, so it's 29th now, so showing this off early. Along with that, I also got the Blu-ray signed and the CD signed. Of course, a t-shirt. There was an earbook edition of this released as well, which included the vinyl, the Blu-ray, the CD, the works essentially, but the earbook packaging is extremely large and I just couldn't think of a way to store it, so I decided I'd buy every edition separately. Massive, massive Ayreon fan if you haven't already guessed. Now I'm not going to go into the history of Ayreon as there's just too much to talk about, but they're an all-star band with 1 million vocalists on every record, which is a reason they don't play live. So this was the first ever Ayreon live show. Well, they did 3 nights. I think this was recorded on the 3rd night of that show. I think Ayreon's been going over 20 years as well, so the first show in 20 years is pretty insane, and they pulled it off a treat. It's a really, really great album, and I'll get to that in a second. Let's just look at the front cover. It's got this brilliant gold tint finish. I'm not sure if you can see the foil pickup all around the Roman numerals here. Is it actually Roman numerals? Maybe, I don't know. Either way, around the Roman numeral-ish finish around the edge of the design, and also the logos in this foil finish as well. And it is a triple LP double gatefold. 3 LPs, what, 22 tracks total? Sorry, 28 tracks total. That's a lot of music to digest. Now, I actually think this and the CD are the worst versions to own. I don't know what it is. It's really well performed, really well played, fantastic music. It's killer throughout, but it just doesn't quite hit the mark on vinyl. I don't know what it is. I listened to the vinyl version first and I really enjoyed it, but it was just lacking a certain magic. And then I watched the Blu-ray last night, which Mascot Label actually misshipped my order, so I had to get the Blu-ray sent on a separate date. They did replace it quite swiftly though. I watched that last night, and I'm going to be honest with you here, completely honest. A couple of tracks I welled up, and the last track I was crying. It literally brought me to tears. It was that magical. There was just something about it. It really sort of tugged at my heartstrings. The performance of all of the vocalists and the musicians involved is spot on. It's absolutely fantastic. The set list was amazing. There's a couple of tracks I would love to have here, but you know, Ayreon's got a massive back catalogue and you can't account for it all. They also played a couple of Star One. Now, if you don't know Star One, it's another one of Ian Lucason's projects where each song is heavily based off a sci-fi theme, and they're much heavier tracks overall than on Ayreon. I would have loved to have heard a couple of Guilt Machine tracks. And I think if there was an Ayreon song I would have put in the set list, it would have been House on Mars. I'm going off track here, there's so much to talk about. So let's have a look in the inside of the record. So as I said before, it is a double gatefold where on each side you can see a list of all the musicians involved. See if I can open up without losing anything. This is quite difficult. And just some live photos in the middle. As you can see, there is quite a lot going on there. Most of the times you get 3 LP sets, you don't usually get a double gatefold, so it's very nice to see. Unfortunately, the sleeves, not so great, they're just plain white. And the centre spindle, also no interesting design on that either. Oh man, there's just too much to talk about. I really wanted to make this a quick video. I'm going to not list everyone involved on this. If you want to know everyone involved on this, just go look up Ayreon Universe, because there are so many artists to talk about here. What I'm getting at is that there's like 16 vocalists total, 28 songs. Ayreon spans, what, 10 albums or something like that, with 16 different singers on each album. So of course every singer isn't available for each song played on this set. So you did get some singers performing some songs which they didn't perform on the albums. At first when I heard that on the record, it was a little bit weird, but on the Blu-ray you can see the sheer joy. My favourite track sang by a different singer would be Mike Mills singing Loser. Just an entire different performance to what you would hear on the album track. I think you have to watch the Blu-ray version to truly appreciate it, but it's well worth listening to. The highlight track for this record, for me, is The Druids Turn to Stone, or And the Druids Turn to Stone, performed by Damien Wilson on the album version as well, and it is just absolutely fucking incredible. His vocal performance is insane, it's spot on, it's so much like the album, it's unreal, and you could hear a pin drop in that audience. I'm not sure if they edited out a lot of audience noise, but it just looks like everyone was in awe. I so wish I could have been here. But you know, tickets are expensive and they sold out within like 3 days. Bastards. Another highlight moment of the record, which you don't experience so much on the record but you do on the Blu-ray live performance, is when Ayreon finally makes his move to the stage and strikes that first few chords of Amazing Flight in Space. Tingles on the back of the neck, man. Tingles on the back of the neck. Overall, I'm really happy to have this in my collection. It looks great. I don't think it's going to get played a lot. If you want to buy this or experience this, I recommend you purchase the Blu-ray version, because you can just get so much more out of the experience. As I said before, the thing brought me to fucking tears. I will put a link to one of the songs from the Blu-ray in the description below, so if you fancy checking it out, make sure you do. I'm sure I've said this on my channel before, Ayreon has a lot to offer musically to people with all kinds of music tastes, so don't think because I predominantly like metal or heavy music that this won't be for you. You should definitely give it a shot if you're unfamiliar with Ayreon. Beautiful music, absolutely fucking fantastic. So sorry I'm all over the place in this video. I've taken a couple of weeks off YouTube, unfortunately, so I'm springing all over the place. So much I want to say, so little time. I want to keep this short and sweet. I'll be back soon with another records pickups. Anyway, cheers guys, enjoy.
Winner!